Welcome back to an episode of We Are again somewhere on, well, the on an island, but we're gonna get off of here because we can talk to Malady and she knows a way away. So let's talk to the fella.
Let's go.
Yeah, if you choose to leave, then of course you leave. There's no way you can do anything else after this. And all of those vendors are also gone, which is kind of weird. I actually thought that I have to go back there again. But anyway. My sir asked who she's referring to. I think I asked her that already, but let's do this again.
Boat first, questions later.
Okay, boat you make boat face, so.
Malady grabs the vessel with two hands and pushes it into the water. She hops on board behind you.
God woken. Wait till she finds out.
Who?
Salty water wets the gauze in which you're wrapped. The bright sunlight seeps into your bones. The boat bobs forward through the water, and Fort Joy shrinks behind you.
Tired but victorious, the party made for the Lady Vengeance. The horrors of Fort Joy behind them. They arrived as sorcerers. They left as God-woken. The fate of this God-forsaken world now rested on their shoulders. Or at least, on the shoulders of one of them.
Now this is really weird. So we're not going to share the bird.
Your robes, you see they're damp with blood and the ocean's spray. In the distance, Fort Joy looms.
We made it out of the fort at last. I can't help but wonder if all of these people needed to die, though. Let this be a lesson to Alexander and his cronies. We will not be held. Well, definitely both, but we definitely went a bit overboard on the killing, right? Did we?
Don't stand between a prince and his principles. The Magisters learned that the hard way.
What were they thinking, standing against an Eternal? I almost pity the poor, ignorant beasts.
It's bad luck to let the dead linger aboard. As soon as we get moving, we ought to clear the deck. Onward now. The sooner Fort Joy disappears from the horizon, the better. Perhaps the Seekers need help manning the ship.
Yeah. We have taken orders from Dallas from Beast using magic pockets. What? Oh, so orders from Dallas is a special thing. And I lost control of all of the fellows. Now this is really annoying, right? They are my slightly larger backpack. Oh boy. This is one of the issues that I have with these group RPGs where you share your inventory with other characters and then all of a sudden they leave, taking all of the items with them. Definitely doesn't help. It's so annoying. And this is why I'm a huge fan of having an infinite inventory and everybody just has access to it. That would make more sense. Whatever. Let's talk to Sir Lora.
Well, this is a fine sight. Utterly barbaric, of course, destroying a tree and turning it into a boat. Grotesque. But, well, look at it, Quercus. A floating nest, surrounded on all sides by salt water, pure poison to a tree's root. The great acorn could never reach us out here. Well, yes, of course we'll continue our research, Quercus. We're not monsters. Still, I must admit you were right about the shield. It proved to be more than adequate.
Oh, thank you. Bow to the squirrel. He's very welcome. Absolutely.
Oh, yes, it seems our shield is still here, Quercus. How does something so large and ungainly sneak up on a person?
With very, very light feet.
You give the giants too much credit, Quercus. I think the salty air has addled your mind. It has certainly been useful, but elegant, kind, surprisingly attractive.
No, the last part is definitely kind of funny, isn't it?
No, we have no time for your fawning. We may be safe, but the world is not. Come, we must return to our research. Our shield speaks, Quercus. Prick up your phantom ears.
Oh, that's just so basic. I just love this too. Explain that you have some questions.
Ask away, shield.
Now, I'm still a little confused. Where did this acorn come from?
Oh, Quercus, it wants answers. As if it is the first creature to ponder the big questions of the universe.
Indeed.
What tree did the great acorn fall from? Where did that tree come from, if not a greater acorn? Could you build a nest great enough to store the great acorn for the winter?
No, the last one is definitely quite surprising.
Some questions have no answers. Quercus, why is that so difficult to understand?
Any question has an answer. That's the idea of a question. Actually, if you turn this the other way around, sometimes the answer is all around you, and the only thing you need to do is ask the question. Isn't that quite more intriguing?
The great acorn will come. It will destroy the world, and squirrels will reign supreme forever. I fail to see what's so difficult to grasp.
Okay. Should the road in the way? Well, we are going to take our leave. So, Claude, wait, dead guys. Dead Seeker, then... Wait a minute. Isn't this the ship that we actually tried to get away from and already looted all of those fellas beforehand? That's kind of weird. Let's see.
So close to escaping.
So close. Oh, it's so sad. Me. That one is something for the sale. And order from Dallas. Yeah, what's on that? From the desk of Her Ladyship Dallas, right? Hand to da-da-da-da. There will be no more excuses. Yada yada yada. Rivalon. Da-da-da-da. I don't care, but say that they are gone. I actually read through this before. Just can't really remember what's written in there, but let's just ignore that for now. So, what do we got? We got a bucket of water with water. One could seek some esoteric meaning within the ripples on the surface of the rainwater, but sometimes it's best to accept that a bucket of water is just a bucket of water. How significant. Who are you? Maeve. Maeve. I just picked something up, but I do not know what
Pray
is
to
in my
you for
inventory.
my seeker brethren. Show us the path to salvation.
Didn't I just pick up some weapon, and now I don't know where it is anymore? It's kind of weird. I picked up a weapon, but I do know where it is. Where is it? Ah, it's a sweeper. So, there we go. What is this thing? Oh, we should not waste any of those arrows.
Don't go any further, Godwoken. We need you alive.
Yeah, thank you. But let's just look at her inventory for a moment. Too bad I do not have my barterer with me. And this is the reason why the main guy should be the main barterer and not anyone else. Because the one carrying you through the story should be the one, well, because he talks to everybody, right? Needs to be the most reputable and most barteristic person out of them all. If that's even the word. So... And if not, we just made it... Oh, wait a minute. I could try to get as many of those health potions as possible. How much health do we... I just want to see the number all the time. That would be so weird. So sweet. The other way would be... Wait a minute. I could just try to steal from her. That would be maybe the better idea. Anyway, that's what's going on.
The ship won't sail. We had orders to search every corner of it and figure out what's blocking us. It's hewn from elven livewood. I thought I could communicate with it, but...
Well, if it's made from elven wood, then you definitely need an elf to talk to the boat. Maybe the thing is still alive in some form.
She glances over towards a smouldering pile of ash on the deck nearby. Something is nestled within it. Fragments of scorched bone.
That was Brendan. When the ship wouldn't answer my call, he touched the figurehead, and it attacked him, without warning. He burned, like he was made of parchment.
Well, you do not touch a dragon, don't you? No, say that you'll be careful, yes.
Just remember what I said, Godwoken. If you die, then this was all for nothing.
Or someone else is going to be the Godwoken. Now, ask if you learned anything useful before the figurehead attack.
Nothing. The ship is live wood, that much is clear. But I couldn't communicate with it. The Magisters must have done something, warped it somehow. I just don't know what.
Okay, so if it's warped, similar to the Shriekers, then either we need to bless it, or we need to use a purging wand on that. Now, express your condolences about your dead compatriot, yes.
Her eyes flick over to the smouldering ashes once again, her head held at a despondent angle.
Thank you. We were held captive together on this ship. He kept my spirits up. Now he's dead.
Good. So, I need to do something with the dragon. Incinerated Seeker. And all of his goods are also incinerated, but let's try to touch the thing.
Before you is a towering figurehead carved in the likeness of a dragon. It looms over the bow, its fangs bared at the open sea.
Take a closer look at the details on the figurehead.
There's an odd mark on the side of the figurehead. Battle damage, weather staining. It almost looks like a pattern helmet.
Okay, lay your hand on the figurehead.
Searing pain races up your arm. The ship senses you. It's angry.
Okay, keep your hand buried ears.
The pain intensifies. It's spreading past your arm, across your chest. Your lungs feel like they're on fire.
Well, I am definitely burning. How long is that one? 2 times.
Hear my prayer.
The idea was actually similar to pacifying like an angry horse or something, to just bring the calmness back to the creature, but somehow it didn't work. But now we know definitely more.
Deliver us from peril.
The thing is, ooh, look at that. Rolling Cry skill book, a bit more. The Halorn Blade, a dagger, a sweet one. And the Bone Crusher, 9000. And intelligence, another kind of thingy, is pretty neat. That is actually quite nice, but I have to say that maybe the Searing Daggers might be better to have altogether, but if you... No. This one also has Hydrosophism on it, and yeah, I would say that this helm is slightly better. Let's just take all of that though. I have to be careful so that I don't miss out on something. I definitely picked up all of the dudes, so why do I have to do this a second time? That is so weird. Like I looted them beforehand and now they're just refreshed. That is so strange. Oh, there's another Seeker burning. Kind of strange. So what do we got here? We got some more nails, claw hammer, and another bucket that we could sell. Right. Like this goes to to the beast, but we don't have that one yet. So plate armor. Doesn't have any nice benefits on it, and only weapons can be melted down, I think. Let's see, that one can also be sold. I do not know about the dagger. I'm just going to keep that though. That one goes, that one we keep, that one goes, that one goes, and Mage's Garment are actually quite cool though. By the way, I should definitely equip that myself. There we go. Some skills required are no longer... Did I lose 2 skills or not? Yeah, just 1. So I could move this in here. Definitely need a bit more than that, but anyway. Yeah, this is why. I lost the hydrosophism because I lost the gear. Hydrosophism. I lost the blood thingy because I lost the gear. And this is why I lost 2 skills instead of just the one from the gear itself. Because the gear doesn't switch like immediately, at least. It takes a little bit of time. So... Here's another bucket of water. Do I need to do something with it?
Spare me, Gareth.
Ah, there
Got what
he
we
is.
came for. This is what success looks like.
I won't see them tossed overboard. Not here. We'll hold a proper service.
Well, we do have a figurehead that's burning people. So maybe we can use that in order to say our goodbyes.
What's his face and so would want us to get this ship sailing before all else. They died for those Godwoken, after all.
You know their names, Malady. Can't you even pay them that much respect?
Oh, I didn't talk to the other characters. Maybe I should have said to them that they should meet up with me on the ship. Who knows?
Gareth inhales sharply, then catches you out of the corner of his eye and smiles, barely.
Our guest stirs. Welcome, Godwoken. Glad to see you safely aboard.
Now, I do like that title, but... it's like... a bit pretentious, isn't it?
Ah, our undead Godwoken. I had nearly forgotten.
Note the number of bodies littering the deck. Ask how many were lost in that battle.
Too many.
Yeah, I kind of figured that.
One too few, actually.
1.
Alexander, he's alive.
Wait a minute. Tell her you saw him fall with your own eyes. Now, what happened?
Apparently, you didn't hit hard enough.
Was it me who hit them hard enough, or was it the Voidwoken beast? Wait a minute, it's actually kind of strange. Like, there's a Godwoken, and then there are Voidwoken. As if something is awaking stuff from both sides of the fence.
He's in the hold below decks. Unconscious, but alive.
So you better get a move on before the orders realize he's still at large. But actually, what do you plan on doing with Alexander?
Question him. Someone has been hunting your kind, and Alexander fancies himself the only Godwoken worthy of ascending. As far as we know, you may even be the last still alive. If Alexander is guilty, he'll face justice.
It's not about being guilty or getting to justice. It's about betterment. So you better get a move on. Yes, definitely.
Yes, we certainly had better, but the ship won't move.
I noticed as much.
She's mute. We need to free her tongue.
Oh, okay. Ask if you might take a crack at turning the wheel. But, oh yeah, let's go for the second one because of the speaking stuff of the ship.
This is barbarous magic.
What?
Expedient magic, actually. The ship is made of live wood. It has the spirit of an elven ancestor tree within it. It seems Dallas has found a way to bind that spirit to her. That means only she can control it. Unless we can find a way to break the bond.
Okay, now let's see if there are any
The
leads.
Seekers, the survivors of us, have been combing the ship from bow to rudder. It hasn't been easy. This place is laced with dark magic.
And this is why we actually got one item from the crew. The text thingy from Dallas.
These Seekers have such a limited skill set.
We lost a man in the search. Malady might not appreciate that, but I do. And I hope you do too.
I'm sure the Godwoken will be able to get the ship moving. They kind of like to feel useful, don't they?
Because I have to do anything myself. Now, say you'll do your best, of course. Smile and say you're still waiting to find out what she does other than standing around being smug. Yes, so I'll have a look around. You're eager to get far away, yes. Okay, we saved beforehand. I want to know what the smug option gets me.
Hopefully, you'll never have to find out.
Now we are all getting angry. Okay. Let's not try to sting the beast nest too much.
It's your best that'll save us all.
Everybody's just so on edge all the time.
Farewell, Mattis. You did the Seekers proud.
No. All of this pretentious behavior towards the dead. This is just... I don't really get it. Makes no sense. Everybody's like, yeah, you did the Seekers proud. No. Everybody who dies, died, and there's no proudness in it. The only thing that benefit after it are the ones who are alive, and usually they're the ones who had nothing to do with that combat. So kinda turning the dead into martyrs seems to be, at least, to be the wrong decision. So, let's see. That one can be sold, can be sold, can be sold. And that's a sheet of paper, some other stuff. Great. Simone.
Made it, Godwoken.
Made it.
Good. Not all of us did, though. The sooner we leave this island behind us, the better.
Better, yeah. Well, I do need to learn a little bit more of this hydrosurfism stuff. Just saying. Now the question is, oh, soothing cold. How does that? Regenerating magic? No, regenerates magic armor. That's good. Ice form a defensive barrier. Yeah. So basically, you can use this together with like the earth armor fortification or whatever it's called, and everything's fine. Ice fan is kind of a funny thing, but this is definitely not the kind of damage that I'm going for. I mean, restoration is cool. The damage I'm gonna do comes from other sources, but the utility of the armor is definitely kind of useful. Whatever. What about jewels?
Survival hinges on getting this ship moving, Godwoken. We're searching every corner of it for anything that might help us.
Has anyone ever tried to talk to the ship itself?
Ah, there you are. High time to stop gallivanting and resume our journey together, wouldn't you say?
Well, agree. Welcome him to your party.
Off we go then.
Ah, thank goodness. Wait a minute. Why do I get this, like, tons of experience for pretty much nothing?
There you are. I was just thinking of you.
Well, we did talk a few seconds ago, just saying. Prep for more information on how the ship can be controlled.
This is Dallas's ship, but she can't have been the only one who could get it moving. It'd be too risky. And Dallas is anything but careless. There's a way to move this ship on board, I'm sure of it.
Yes. Maybe we need to carry it on a stick. Comment that there can only be so many places to look. Well, obviously.
You'd be surprised. A ship like this holds many secrets. Hopefully you can discover some these seekers might have missed.
Let's just hope we don't have to take it apart and look into every corner, crack, or to find it. Ask where you should start the search.
The figurehead has certainly caused a commotion lately. But then again, so have the doors downstairs. Everywhere you look, a hunk of wood looking to incinerate or stymie you.
That is interesting. I actually just thought it is the figurehead that's going to burn you, but okay. So there's a few things you'd like to ask her, yes.
Dying to hear them.
Ask how she knew you were undead. Well, she's an elf, she's probably very old. Maybe she has a sense for that.
Malady smiles at you. Bright eyes, cruel mouth.
Or maybe she just knows the smell of flesh too well.
Well, you've eschewed your pretty little mask, haven't you? And besides, I know everything.
Ah, it's going too far. Now, say that earlier on the beach you mentioned someone who wanted to meet you, the Meister. Who did you mean?
Meister Siva is one of a rare breed. She'd do anything in the name of a cause, and her cause happens to be you. She's desperate to meet a living Godwoken. She'll be exceedingly pleased we're en route. You'd better not leave her waiting. She's a bit particular.
Oh. There are an awful lot of particular fellas in here. The crab, the cad, Lora. Everybody is a character. Now, say she didn't answer your question. Who is this person?
She's the founder of these Seekers, and she's powerful. That means something when I say it. Your kind can reach astounding heights. Meister Siva can help you do just that.
Perfect. Now where are we going though?
A place called Driftwood, host to putrid fish, putrid dwarves, and Meister Siva herself.
But not putrid.
You'll probably find it quite comfortable. There you are. I was just thinking of you, dying to hear them.
Beach, ask her why she's helping you. Yeah.
Her face crumples into a mask of concern. Her eyes are large and soulless.
Ooh, I think we found something.
Why? Because I care, of course.
Oh, do you really? May you say somehow you did that? Yeah. Thank you warmly for caring about. Well, okay, let's save here. Kind of doubt that.
A bit early in our relationship to question my motives, don't you think?
Well, I don't really question. Well, I do question your motives, but it's not in bad intent. That's how she knew you were undead. Well, we got that one. So that earlier in the beach. Okay.
There you are.
Ah, come on.
I was just thinking of you.
But wait a minute. Let's just reload that real quick. I want to know what this other option gets me. Because if you play along, right, then sometimes the outcome will be quite surprising. Nah.
You are so very, very welcome.
Yes. And everybody is going to pretend with me. Isn't that great? So, let's see. Did I get all of this? There's this little rope in here that I also need. And another dead seeker. Last one, hopefully. And then I went all over the ship. Wait. Except for that one, but I can't get any higher. Then we got that one. And this is the way down. There are actually, I think, multiple ways down. Some ladders and so on, but maybe they closed it off. So, Gareth, yes. Let's talk together real quick.
Void Slayer, Worm Killer, Godwoken. You have many names. Let's add ship's captain to the list once we get this thing moving, shall we?
Let's see. Battlestorm, Provoke, Whirlwind, all of this stuff is already known. There's Impairment, there's Worm Tumor, Contaminated, for all of this is also known. Now, do we, there are not that many wares, and I definitely have to get rid of an awful lot of armor as well. Don't want to carry all of that stuff around me all of the time. Makes it very messy to look in the inventory and find good stuff. So,
Undead is a name I wasn't expecting to call you, mind. When Malady revealed the truth to me, I was unprepared. But Lucian works in mysterious ways. It is his will that brought you to us.
Doesn't really matter if you're alive or dead. As long as you're moving, then you're pretty much alive, isn't it? Now tell Gareth you can't wait to get moving. What's the destination?
Driftwood, of course. Little fishing village. Not very welcoming, but you'll brighten it up, I'm sure. Got family near there. Not the adventuring types. For the best, really. Meister Siva's there too. My leader. Our leader. She held the Seekers together when we had every reason to fall apart.
Okay, I thought she was the one who founded them, but okay. Ask about Meister Siva and what makes her so special.
Think of her as a teacher. The powers of the Seven stir in you. She'll reveal them to you. Show you how to manipulate them.
Mention a spat with Malady. Yes. There definitely is some harmony going on with the both of them.
I won't let the fallen be forgotten. I'd be no better than Dallas, no better than Alexander, if I just tossed their remains into the sea.
Well, you could burn them and then toss them into the sea, but what do you want to do with the remains anyway?
To think that whelp spawned from greatness. He deserves no better fate than his silent monks. All this blood. Children ripped from families. Seekers ripped from me.
Well, they kill us, we kill them. We shouldn't be the ones having too high principles here when it comes to killing, shouldn't we?
He's down there now, guarded like some precious jewel, rather than leashed and flogged like the dog he is. Amazing to think those of us in the Order once assumed the gods were with him, and only him. That was before we found the others.
Yeah, others. Wait a minute.
Other Godwoken. When Lucian died, we waited. And waited some more. Alexander never rose to divinity. Then we started to find more like him. We weren't the only ones who noticed either. Not every Godwoken we found was alive. And so the Seekers were born. We found Godwoken, housed them, fed them. I loved them like family. I was naive.
And why so?
But let's leave the past in the past and reach for what's ahead.
That was actually a very interesting start to a story. I want to know more about that. Anyway, let's ask about Malady. And she spoke as if she weren't a seeker. She probably isn't. She's just a helping hand.
She's not. Well, not in the strictest sense. She's not exactly an elf either. Half demon, Meister Siva says, and I don't doubt it. I don't know how Siva came to know her, but Malady's a proper ally. She's not easy to like, but...
She's half demon. What kind of demon we're talking about?
But there are times I admire her coldness.
When you are getting too emotional, I think.
Gareth fingers the hilt of his blade. He stares at nothing in particular before turning his gaze back to you.
Keep Lucian close, Godwoken.
Okay. So it's about religion. Interesting. So, wait a minute. Let's get a bit more fish. There we go. And then we can go downstairs. I swear. And of course, there's more rope. Oh, come on. There's just so much stuff. Like, look at this. You have a bucket of water, Why is the rope not marked as a separate thing that you can pick up? Why not? Wait, is this... Ah, there's more rope. Look at that. And there's also a wooden box. It would be nice to get this wooden box and kind of like maybe cut it into little pieces and use it for crafting purposes somewhat in the future. That would be sweet. And there's another rope. If I'm done with all of that, I mean, they will not be able to manage the ship properly because we managed to get all of the rope around here. Look, rope, more rope. Unbelievable. Alright, come on, let's get the rope. And this rope. I don't even know what I want to craft with that, to be honest. This rope should be targetable, though, but it's somewhat linked. And there's another one. They always have the same entity, so I think this one is also targetable, isn't it? Look at that. Everything that has this kind of design is a rope that you can pick up, but except for this one. That is a special rope. So, let's see. There is nothing done there. And let's check up there again. Go down again. And yeah. Now, let's have a little save and go downstairs. Let's see. How many more levels are there? Oh, there's extra. But before we actually go further down, or like explore the lower levels of the deck, I would say that we are going to end this episode, because otherwise it's going to be a very, very, very long episode. And we're going to talk to everybody, so it's a very long and talkative kind of episode as well. Until next time then, like and subscribe as usual, and ta-ta!